Madalas pinag-uusapan, Sir Noel, ang tungkol sa pamumuhunan, no? O investment. Ano-ano ba itong mga uri ng investment na pwede paglagyan at ano ang pinakamaliit na investment na pwedeng ilagay na magpapalago ng pera?
There's a lot of investment instruments that we can choose, no? From mutual funds, stocks, CDs or certificate of deposits, time deposit, health savings account, ang dami, no? And aside from that, there's a lot of investment instruments that evolve. So first thing lang is before we get into any kind of investment, dapat alamin muna natin. Wag tayong pumasok na kulang yung alam natin. Two things, no? When you start to invest, titingnan muna natin ano yung purpose natin, why we invest. So kasi sa investment, merong short-term instruments at saka may long-term instruments.
Sa pag-i-invest, mahalagang alam din natin kung para saan ito at kailan kakailanganin ang perang i-invest natin.
Kung yung pera mo, kailangan mo, for example, short-term, in less than 2 years, huwag mong ilagay sa long-term instrument like stocks, mutual funds. Pero kung yung pera mo, kailangan mo long-term or more than 10 years, huwag mo rin ilagay sa short-term instrument.
Pag sinabi nating short term, kailangan ko na ang pera ko o kung ano man ang kinita nun sa loob lamang ng ilang buwan o taon.
Yes.
Yung long term, yung pwede kong hintayin lumago.
Oh yeah. Kasi kung short term, baka for example, like stocks, kailangan mo yung pera mo within the next 2 years, ilagay mo sa stocks. Baka hindi pa mag-recover yung market the next 2 years, di ba? So dapat dito ka sa mga short-term instruments like bond fund, bank product. Pero kung ulitin ko, kung more than 10 years mo naman gagamitin, sayang din kung dito mo lang ilalagay sa short-term instrument. Kasi most of the time, yung short-term instrument, ang yield, ang interest medyo mas maliit.
Gaano katagal ang long-term? Sa long-term instruments?
Sa akin, ang long-term is dapat more than 10 years.
More than 10 years.
Ang short-term is less than 2 years. So, bank savings kasi, guaranteed yung interest, medyo mababa nga lang. Yun, that's one of the short-term instruments at saka yung bond fund.
Okay. So, pag sinabi nating stock market, halimbawa, medyo mas long-term yan.
Yes. So, maraming online platform ngayon na pwede nating pasukin. But of course, when you invest directly in stock market, you have to do the research, monitoring, you have to choose what stocks to buy. Ang dami, ano? That is why you can invest also in stock market through mutual funds. That's what we recommend as a starter. Start muna tayo ng mutual funds. At least in mutual funds, there's a professional money manager, talagang dedicated, they are full-time, and they are expert. Talagang hanapan nila ng paraan na talaga makukuha yung highest yield, highest rate of return.
Okay. So yung kumbaga, yan ang mas safe.
Yeah.
Mas sigurado.
Mas sigurado.
Okay. So, paano ba umaandar yung mutual funds na yan? Paano ba, halimbawa, meron akong 10,000 pesos at nilagay ko sa mutual funds. How does it work? Paano napapalago ang pera ko dyan?
And our money is pooled, no? And that money, the professional money managers, the experts, they will decide what stocks to buy. Paano tayo kumikita sa mutual funds? 2 ways. Number 1 is through dividends. So doon ka pipili sa dividend yield mutual funds. Another way is through the increase in NAV. So for example, binili mo ng 1 peso, then after some time, umakyat yung price ng 1.2. So meaning, kumita ka ng 20%.
So, kung mutual funds ang pinili ko para magpalago ng, sabi mo 10,000 ko, mas maganda yung dinadagdagan mo yun.
Dagdag ka lang ng dagdag.
Dagdag ka lang. Pwede ka magdagdag anytime.
Anytime. Pwede ka magdagdag ng even as low as 1,000 pesos. Pag IMD member ka, pwede ka magdagdag as low as 20 pesos for IMD member only.
Talagang wala sa liit o laki ng kita kung paano natin mapapalago ang pera. At wala ng excuses ngayon. Kahit 20 pesos nga ay pwede nang maging investment.